My name is Kirsten, and I've been living here for 5 years, almost 6 years, and I really love it. I had an old support coordinator that told me about this place. I like the views and I like walking downtown. I like to dance. I like the residents here. We like to walk downtown together. We go out to eat every Friday night.
Homes Giving Hope is a nonprofit, and we offer independent living opportunities for adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities, where they can move out on their own, experience independent living with just a little bit of light support. Yeah, we have two female houses, so there's 8 females that live, female residents with 2 female RAs. So that's 10 women, and then we have about 12 men. So 10 residents and then 3 male RAs. And some of our residents just are here because they just want to live with people and love being by people and hanging out with people. And some are here because they just want to experience moving out of their parents' house, but have hopes to have, maybe an apartment of their own. So it's really just like we're trying to help support the individuals that we're serving to make choices, the same choices that you and I have for their future.
A place where independence isn't just possible, it's celebrated. That's the vision behind Homes Giving Hope. But what kind of people does it take to turn a vision like that into a reality?
I'm from the Grand Rapids area, grew up in Kentwood, was a teacher for 12 years, moved to Rockford with my husband about 12 or 13 years ago. We live in the area, we have 3 kids, and we just absolutely love this community. So I stepped into a part-time role as a learning support staff, and I was working in a classroom with individuals who, would be pulled out just because they needed support of the general education classroom for whatever variety of reasons. And it was this group of people that my heart started to attach to because oftentimes I just felt like they had so much to offer. I was very drawn to spending extra time with them, but I felt like just what they had to offer, simply because they might have needed a little extra help in an area, made them overlooked for opportunities sometime when they were very capable of experiencing those same opportunities.
I'm Evie. I came here when I was 18, so I was the youngest resident, and I had just graduated high school, and it was kind of in that weird limbo phase of not knowing what was happening after high school. My parents kind of were looking into it, and they were like, we don't know where God is leading Evie and our family in this next phase of life after high school. So we were praying about it and looking into it, and my mom she signed me up because there is a wait list. They're like, okay, your personality kind of fits with the girls here, and how about we have you add to the house. I kind of like to say it was kind of quickly moving. It means everything. Just not living in my parents' basement and not kind of just relying on them as much. There are still some things of the occasional grocery drop off or whatever, but I just feel there is more independence. And then I like just living with people that aren't the same ages as me. I don't know, I just feel like that's a good, solid community to have.
And my husband's a realtor, and like I said, we moved to Rockford, and we're like, let's try it. So I would say to him, if you ever found a house that was a really great spot that you thought we could just buy and rent out the rooms, so that we had options for the population that I was specifically serving at that time, we should do it. We should try it. And he had the house, the very first house that we purchased in 2019. He had that listed. the sale ended up falling through kind of last minute. And he was on the highway coming home. He was in a traffic jam. Speaking of like the traffic jams on the highway, we were like, I should make a major life change right now. But he really felt like he encountered God in a special way on that trip and felt like God was nudging him to take a leap of faith and purchase the house and start Homes Giving Hope. And when he came and told me that, I told him I thought he was absolutely crazy. There's no way we were doing that. We just kind of chuckled. And then God kept working in my heart on, the idea and what that would look like. Within the next week, I was like, I feel like this could be an open door. I don't really, we knew nothing about starting a nonprofit or what that would look like, but we really just felt like God was leading us there. And then we had, there's 3 co-founders is Kay Wood, and she was my Bible study leader. And I knew that she was very passionate about education, serving individuals who needed extra support. I saw her at the gym, and I was just kind of telling her about the opportunity, and I was saying, hey, you never would believe what just happened in Brian's idea. And she said, I have been praying to God that I would have an opportunity to replicate. Specifically, she had been out to Benjamin's Hope and had been at a worship service with some of her past students at school. And she said it was just so special. And I just kept thinking, God, could you use me in the same way? And the 3 of us sat down for a meeting. Literally like the week after. It happened very quickly, like within a month. And there was just a complete unity in vision and what we saw and what we recognized as the need. And so we just started.
A leap of faith taken in a traffic jam, a conversation with a friend, and suddenly, Homes Giving Hope was real. But what does it take to actually turn a dream like that into a reality?
Well, we have 4 houses now, and every single house we open, we learn new things. I think with our very first house, the biggest challenge we had was with the city ordinances that were in place, and we could have never even predicted that would have been an issue. We have learned so much about how to navigate that, and also the importance of community buy-in and community support. So we really do our research differently now to just make sure that we are joining communities and neighborhoods that share a passion for including everybody in their neighborhood and not just certain groups of people. But there is a group of people that still, I feel like, view a disability as something that would detract or subtract from the value of a neighborhood. And that's a really sad thing that we had to kind of experience on our own.
Right.
But then there's a whole bunch of people who definitely do not feel like that, and just kind of finding the sweet spot there.
Shane, did you work today? That was good, that was good. Yes, good. Yes!
Oh! I'm not done yet.
Hi, my name is Megan. I was the first HGH resident here at HGH. For most of my life, I lived at my parents' house, and I was pretty lonely and didn't have a lot of friends. And I was part of a few groups, but not a whole lot of people understood me and my disability. But then I found HGH, and since then it's been a huge blessing. I made friends and found people that understand me, the independence, and having a community of my own family. It just opened a new way of seeing how to take care of myself, and being at this new house here, I can walk downtown and I can't drive because of my disability. So it's a great independent feeling. I love to blog and write, and I plan on getting a book out about my disability. It's called myjourneywithgod.org, and you can find me on my YouTube channel called Megan Beggs.
We have a beautiful website,
Yes, you do.
homesgivinghope.org. And right on there at the top, there's a donate button. You can learn all about us. There's a spot that if you would like to contact us, you can just click that button and send us an email. We have opportunities for volunteering. You can always use prayer. We have opportunities for individuals who are on our wait list. You don't necessarily reside at the homes, but just on our wait list and are interested, where once a month we do social events and just kind of provide opportunities to get everybody together. So I feel like that if they visit that website, there's all the information that they need.
Most people think of disability in terms of what people can't do. But at Homes Giving Hope, they flip that script. This is a place where friendship is real, identity is celebrated, and family isn't defined by blood, but by community. Because everyone deserves a place where they are fully seen, fully known, and fully loved. My name is Cliff Duvenois, and we are Total Michigan.